afternoon. Hey, gentlemen, good afternoon. My name is Andrew. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
Hey, not too bad. I was there with Sarita today. I'm the investor who was speaking with her. Just trying to see if we could get this deal closed out. Should express some interest inside of closing out this deal. I know you and I had some back and forth in regards to some negotiation, but I just wanted to touch base with you. I got your number from after the picket fence that was outside that advertisement board, just to see how we could just go ahead and see what was the concern. What is it that we can do to get this deal closed at the closing table?
Well, I gave her my bottom dollar for the offer, and that was it. So she told me that we couldn't meet that bottom dollar, so I was assuming that that was it. So I don't really have to negotiate it down as far as I can go.
Okay, and that bottom line price that you were coming in at is 460?
It's 465.
460.
I can send you the details in there through text, so you can have it if you have the shit explain it to you.
Okay, so in regards to the terms that surrounded that 465, what else outside of the 465? Because we have no problem paying that 465 if that's what you wanted for it. As we know that the ARV inside the area range a little bit more than 465. So the 465 was never the issue with us. We just wanted to see if we could get at least better terms to see if we could make this one work.
Yeah, unfortunately, if it's not what the last offer that I gave you, if it's not that, I don't want to waste your time online. I kind of was going back and forth long enough today with her about it. So if you're willing to do what was the last terms that I gave, then we can move forward possibly. Once it's in writing, I can review it with my attorneys. But outside of that, I'm not looking to do any other negotiations, sorry.
Got it. So the terms that you gave her was that 10% down payment, and you needed 2,800, I think it was, on a monthly basis, 25 covering the underlying mortgage, and $300 towards you. That was the terms that you gave her.
Correct. 300. And the buyers cover the additional fees, closing costs, and the agent.
Remind this guy you're not an agent. He's saying you're buyers.
Okay, I'm not an agent, so I'm not coming in with a buyer's agent. I'm actually the investor on this one. So I think the only person that we need to cover on this one is the agent that representing you. But we had a little bit of problem with the terms, because when we did the numbers, because we did do the numbers on those terms that you offered, the cash on cash return just wouldn't make sense based on what the property could have produced using midterm rental. And we did the numbers to try to make this deal work. Is there any way we could probably restructure the terms where you could see where the numbers make sense for the cash on cash return to just revisit that negotiation table?
Not at this time, sir.
Okay, so you're just gonna keep it on the market. If anything, you keep it on the market for the next 30 days and it doesn't move, can we revisit the terms? Can we come back to the negotiation table if you're listed and it's not been moved?
Possibly. I have 2 pending offers right now, so I'm just till Monday to make a decision on which offer I want to go with. But the numbers have to make sense with each of the offers. 2 of my investors, and one is a traditional. I just have to validate the traditional person's actual approval. So I'm going through that process. So yeah.
Okay, so the traditional buyer came in at full price, or they came in a little bit lower than the 460?
They came in at full price right now. There's a couple of finance companies out there that's offering 7,500 towards closing funds and things like that. So there's some benefits to them, and we're just trying to get it done. I've been making a final decision on it.
Okay, all right. If any one of those fall through, I'll be more than happy just to get to that table with you just to see what we can do. Really wanted to make this deal work, as I know that it would perform a little bit better on the Airbnb side for us, but the term was a little bit off. But if anything falls through and they need to revisit the tables to see if we could make that 465 work, we're definitely open to that. Okay.
Okay, thank you so much for your call. Have a great weekend.
All right, same to you now, man.
Sure.
Okay. This is the challenge you guys are dealing with. You guys are you you sound like you really want to date the guy and he just keep pushing you off instead of you pushing him away. That's the problem you guys doing. You should be the one pushing this guy away towards his plan A. Like I just did on the call with the realtor earlier. Hey, I know for sure we're not a good fit, and I'm gonna have him shut up and listen to me what I mean. Then I'm gonna tell him, keep your plan A, but here's what would work for us. And I'm sure you understand because you're an investor. So I'm gonna bring him into my world, but I'm gonna keep pushing him away. Hey, I have this X amount of money to allocate, and I'm looking at this X amount of deals. So in the meantime, I'm gonna focus on those 4 that I'm looking at. And I'll still keep yours in my back pockets. Keep me in your back pockets too. If your plan A doesn't work, still give me back a call. Let's see. Like you guys are pushing too much to date him.
Right.
So he's in a position of force.
Okay, so next time let's position it like, listen.
Like you said something here, never said that.
Which one?
We really wanted to make this deal work.
Yeah. I would tell
Never say that.
tell them, hey, listen, go on the market. You test the market out first.
You know, oh, I would really love to take your house and do it Airbnb. That's what it sounds like. So he's sitting there thinking, man, I got this great product.
Right.
Make me the offer if you really want it.
Right.
You see, the whole time he has this authority tone. I'm controlling shit. That's the problem. Even when I hopped on with the realtor earlier, like she's coming from a position of, oh no, but the house is really, because it's still not clear to her why me as an investor still doesn't make sense. You can keep your homestead buyer, not a problem. But like, can you agree with me that an investor would not touch this? Okay, great. And here is why. Okay, great. Can we all be on the same page? Okay, great. Keep your plan A. Then let me know. Then at the end they go, oh, okay, makes sense. So you might not close him right now, but you want to take control and have him go, okay, this was a different conversation. I gotta call this guy back. I think this might be the person that will do as they say. You see, that's the problem. It sounds too much. If I were the seller, I'd be doing the same. Like it sounds like you want my property too much. So make me the offer that I want.
So going inside that next time, that's like, all right, if that's what you're gonna do what this is what I'm doing over this side. If it doesn't work for you over that side, then this is
then let me know. This is where I'm coming from. I'm gonna have him step in my shoes and feel like I'm gonna bring him into my world. Hey, absolutely keep your plan A. The property is fantastic. I think, I'm not even gonna confirm. I think you're right. The property might be worth more in this area than what it is, but it's not your property, it's the market. It is what it is. We have flips, you see. But hey, here's where I'm coming from when I say about the terms. And I'm gonna walk him down the same way I did with the realtor. I'm literally walk him down, like have him walk in your shoes. I want him to imagine in my shoes. Okay, if you were in my shoes or any other investor, this is how we think about it. And the reason I can pay you more, even at the 460, is because of this. But this is why I can't give you both your purchase and give you your 10% and blah, blah, blah. I just bought a home that is worth more than yours and I put less than 10%. I didn't have to buy furniture. Then he's probably going to try to convince me that his furniture is great. Yeah, I saw it. I don't think it's going to fit based on what we're trying to do. So I'll still have to spend money. Your basement is not finished. The one that I bought basement was finished. And again, I'm going to remind him, I'm not arguing with you based on the price you're asking. Your property is fantastic. That's not what I'm arguing. But I want to show you where I'm coming from. Boom. Does that make sense? Oh yeah, absolutely. I would do the same. Okay, fantastic. If your plan A doesn't work, let me know tomorrow. I'm ready. But in the meantime, I have these other properties I'm looking at. If I end up not spending the money when you come back to me, then we can talk. I will leave, and I will be the one hang up on this guy, by the way. That's the issue right there. In that call. He has control.
Yeah.
I will fix that.
The reason I went above and beyond to give them 10% is because I don't have to do anything. I walked in with the furniture ready to go, and tomorrow I was able to list it. Cash flow, day one. So if you have to do any work, it's less than 10%, and I'll explain why. Hey, as you know, no investors use their own money unless you're Bill Gates' son. I have to go to a private lender to get this money. So I have to take into consideration the return I have to give them, That's an expense every month. You're asking me a monthly payment. I have a mortgage to pay. That's 3 payments a month.
Mhm.
And then I have to look at all the money I'm bringing to the table. Do I still have any cash flow left? And does that cash flow justify my cash on cash return? If it doesn't, then I have to consider all these other 4 properties that I have on my desk right now to see maybe if
Which one is the best fit?
you see, if it's the best fit, that's where I will allocate my funds. I'm pulling away, like, and I want him to run behind me and try to sell me his house.
Got it. Got it.
You know, if it's the older, you know, like, you gotta pay attention to who you're talking to. If it's the older lady, don't know nothing about real estate, she's just, that's a different. I'm gonna take a different approach, but I'll still bring her as I'll still pull away. But with that one, I would probably go more into putting doubts into the other offers she got. Hey, make sure you vet them this way to make sure this is a legit investors. This is the questions that you ask them. Write these questions down because I've seen people get taken advantage of. So you give him all information that is not of your best interest. And so by default, you create credibility because why would you tell them that? But that's, you know, the older lady, older guy that don't know nothing about real estate. But this guy, he's a realtor. He knows about real estate, talking with an arrogant tone. You want to flip that. Otherwise, he will never sign a contract with you as long as he has control.
Got it.
Well, dude, I'm gonna take it down. We
Who?
getting that. We gonna get that deal, bro. I'm not worried about that.
Yeah,
But that
I'm
really
gonna
can't-
do
Did you get the
Yes.
scope for the work for the hotel? Did you get the detail?
The detail of the school.
Yeah, he was supposed to give you, no? You told me.
Yeah, Clarence, right?
Yeah. Did he?
Yeah. No, I'm not get it.
Can you
yet.
can you tell him
Yeah.
something?
Yeah, give me that
What
dude
is it?
number 2 as well.
Hold on a
I'm gonna type it
second.
in.